Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while. Actually, it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded a video, but last weekend I was busy, so that's why I double uploaded beforehand. The light switch video and the other video prior to that, which was the plans for the truck. If you don't know what I'm talking about the 1989 Dodge Dakota with a 5.9 Magnum swap. So a lot has changed since then. I actually ran the exhaust on the truck. I'll put a clip in. If not, I'll I'll actually just, start it up and let you guys hear it. Now, it's not a cold start because the truck has been running. I have been doing a little bit of work on it here and there, but otherwise than that, it's pretty much, cold. The exhaust is 2-inch to 2.5-inch all the way back. Only the beginning downpipe is 2 inches, 2 inches in diameter. Everything else is 2.5-inch back. So the cherry bomb mufflers, the exhaust tip, everything like that, 2.5-inch inlet. The exhaust tip has a 9-inch outlet, if I'm not mistaken, so it's a pretty big tip. Pause, that's gay. So I also bought a new vehicle, which is more or less just like me. I bought a new truck. So it's no longer just this 1989 Dodge Dakota. I also have a 1987 GMC R3500, or also known as the C30. It's a dually, square body dually, full cab and everything. I don't know if you guys can see it from inside that mirror right there, or if I put you guys up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right back there. So that's the new project. I picked it up for a steal of a deal. It was in Sandy, so I know I need to do a lot of work to it, but I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna paint the frame, I'm gonna take it apart, I'm gonna do all of that, make sure everything is okay, make sure all the odds and ends and all the safety requirements are met, because I don't want to be rolling down the road in a 1-ton dually and next thing you know I have no brakes because one of the lines is busted. So it needs some work, but it can happen. As for my 1989 Dodge Dakota, which this video was mainly about, how do I put this? It's no longer going to be with us after this coming weekend. I'm actually sending it down to Florida with my dad because, like I said before, I'm planning on moving down to Florida. So I'm leaving New York and I will be heading down to Florida. So my dad's going to be taking the truck with him so that I don't have to take it later on. And while it's down there, I'm going to take the motor, the transmission out, and we're going to get started on the 5.7 swap. I'm going to rewire the whole entire engine harness and everything, and we'll make sure that when we go to the first fire up, it doesn't sound like keys in the blender. So yeah, but there's actually nothing really wrong with the motor in here. It has plenty of power. It basically causes the rear end to slide out if you know how to do it. It's a pretty good motor. It's just the previous owner, he lied and he said that he rebuilt it and it only had about 75,000 miles on it since it was rebuilt. That's a lie. The motor is having oiling issues, so every once in a while I won't get oil pressure to the top of the motor, but I'll get oil, but there'll be oil in the engine, I just won't get pressure to the top, which causes me to believe that the filter is either clogged up or I need a new oil pump. which shouldn't be happening if you had a rebuilt motor, quote unquote. So, considering that the guy lied to me, I have to go through it. He also claimed that he put a shift kit in the transmission, but to me it just seems like the transmission shifts at its regular time. I'm a Mopar guy, and I know 904s like the back of my hand. I also know 727s. Not that I know how to rebuild them, I just know when they shift, and how they shift if they have a shift kit in it. And this transmission doesn't. It also does not have a high stall converter at all. He also claimed that he put a 28 or a 2900 stall converter in here. Doesn't have it. Truck just goes. It just goes. When I had the tach in here, it started going at about 1200 to 1500. So the truck goes. There's no high stall inside of it. Anything else? Let's see here. So, you know, I'm going to buy a 5.7 Hemi for it. And I'm going to probably just do the basic maintenance to it, like gaskets, cam. I might put a cam in it, I'm not sure, but gaskets and stuff like that. And time and chain. Plans for the truck? I'm going to put a poll up in the top right hand side of the screen. I believe it's, or left hand. I'm actually not sure which side it is. But I'd like you guys to vote on whether or not you want it to be like a strict track truck, if you want it to be just for drag racing, if you just want it to be for circuit racing, if you want it to be for drifting. You know, whatever the truck is, I'm really okay with it. The motor that I want to put in it, it's going to be more or less for drag racing, so if, you know, you guys vote drag racing, so be it. But the 5.7 motor can take a beating. It can take basically anything you throw at it. It can go from being a drag truck to a drift truck to a autocross truck. You know, it's whatever you guys say. But the truck will still be streetable because I still want to drive it every once in a while on the street. It's not going to be like a complete drag truck, no. I'm only aiming for 450, 500 horsepower. I don't want anything bigger than that. It makes no sense in this day and age. So also, I apologize for another talking video, and I also apologize for my hair. It really just looks like a complete mess right now. So that's what's happening with this truck. I'll actually start it up in a few moments when it gets a little bit more quieter, and I'll show you guys, you know, I'll let you guys listen to the exhaust, show you how it was ran and everything like that. It is a lot quieter at idle, but as soon as you rev it up, it gets its loudness back. It has a really nice tone. I used a short 8-inch cherry bomb, so the muffler itself is 8 inches, but the whole length of it is 13. That's the one I used. If you want, I'll leave a link down to it at Amazon, because that's where I bought it from. I didn't go to Summit or anything like that. I bought it off of Amazon. Got the expedited shipping on it. What else is there? You know, this truck, it needs some work, and don't get me wrong, it's gonna get there will be a lot more videos to come on it, just not right now. I'm not giving up on it. I'm just gonna get the things together for the Hemi swap, like the mounts and all of that. I'm also gonna paint the engine bay. I'm thinking either B5 blue, which was an original high impact Mopar color, or sunset red, which is a beautiful color, and I think it would actually complement the Street Hemi orange that I paint the engine. But you guys will be around for all of that to come. Now, as for the dually that I just mentioned, well, I'm not gonna say how much I paid for it, because from what I've seen on YouTube and stuff like that, it's a controversial topic whether or not I paid or I didn't pay for it, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to deal with that, so I'm not gonna say how much I paid for it. Although I did get it fairly cheap, cheaper than you would expect for anything like that. I bought it off of my boss. That's who I bought it from. Let's see. It needs a body. Let's just say that, because since it was under Sandy, it basically got rotted out. I'll show you guys around the truck maybe next week. And sorry about that, that was a charger going by. But I'll show you guys around the truck next week, more or less. And you'll see all the work that it needs. I need to get a new motor for it. I'm thinking maybe I'll do an LS swap, maybe, depending on how I feel and depending on how it is. Or maybe I'll just buy a big block 454 or something and put it in there with a TH400 transmission, also known as Chevy's Turbo 400 transmission. I'm going to get the transmission next weekend for it, and I'm going to have the transmission rebuilt by a friend of mine, Tyrone. So if you guys need any GM transmissions rebuilt, he also does Holley carburetors or carburetors in general. Just hit me up. I'll put you guys in contact. Does really great work. That's really going to be it with that truck. I'm going to go through the whole fuel system, meaning I'm going to drop the tanks, I'm going to get new tanks, I'm going to get new sending units, I'm going to get a new everything for the truck. The wiring, I'm going to buy one of the modern harnesses, basically the one that has mini blade fuses in it, and it replaces all the wires from front to back. I'm going to do LED lights all the way. The truck is going to be a completely redone truck. I'm going to get a new cab, new bed, new everything for it. But that's more to come in next week's video when I show you guys around it. Alright, so I've been teasing you guys with a startup for this truck for a really long time now. So let's get it going. So technically I don't even have to come out of it to do this. So, you do the normal few pumps of the gas. I find the goddamn keys if I fucking get them. Stick it in. Turn. And I don't know if you guys can hear me, but that is where the exhaust exit's at. So I'll give it a couple of revs for you guys so you guys can hear. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up. But I can't rev it up too much because neighbors, and you know how they get. So, but the truck sounds nice. It's a true dual, meaning no crossover pipes in the middle or anything like that. And sorry, excuse me, I'm kind of tired. There's not much for me to actually talk about this week. I just really been trying to, wrap my head around having a new dually, something that I've wanted for quite some time now, and just been trying to keep a low profile, really. A friend of mine offered me to buy his '78 Trans Am. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it yet or not because he's been really sketchy with it, so I'm 100% sure, not sure yet. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't want to make it too short, but it's already at about 14 minutes long, so I will see you guys in the next one. Alright.